What's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of a Biker's Review. Of course, I'm Danny, and this is Danny D-Lo Biker TV. Today, my good friends over at SHARKROAD Exhaust once again sent me over their full-length 2-in-1 4-inch exhaust, and I'm really looking forward to hearing this bad boy and giving you guys a real sound clip and an install, of course. Let's check out this new exhaust from SHARKROAD, the 4-inch 2-in-1 full-length exhaust system.
Danny D-Lo Biker TV, sponsored by Eagle Lights, Dad Performance, Diablo Brands, Sounds Motorcycle Audio, SHARKROAD Exhaust, Duracoated Technology, Bad. From MC Life to installs, Danny D-Lo Biker TV. Let's get it, baby.
As always, I got to express their chrome is always pretty impeccable, man. I'm really happy with their chrome. I mean, everything's all ready to be fitted up and ready to go. The chrome looks amazing. Even the pipes that are going underneath your heat shields are chrome as well, and they're very well done. Look at the welds, nice and beaded. Very nice work. The exhaust looks great as well. Gotta love that tip that they have. Their signature tip, excuse me. So all in all, I'm happy with the whole exhaust as of right now. So let's go ahead and install these bad boys. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is open up your package that's right here in the middle of the box. This is everything you're gonna need for your install. These are all your hose clamps and stuff like that, and some bolts and washers and nuts. This is for your heat shields and also for your exhaust mounting clamps, which are these right here. Here's your exhaust mounting clamps. And then you have your nuts for your exhaust. You have your flanges, your rings, your seal rings, and you also have your O2 sensor bolts or covers or whatever you want to call them for that. So first things first, you want to take these out of the package. Get this stuff out and ready. Throw those right there. So first thing you want to do is install these. These are for your O2 sensors to go into your pipe so that you're not going to be having a bunch of issues with your tuning and all that stuff. So first things first, throw that in the pipe. Okay, now that you have these installed, that's where they go, right there. Now that you have those installed, and you definitely want to make sure those are nice and tightly in there, you want to now install your O2 sensor. And it's very easy to figure out which is which. Normally, you just take it off your pipe. So the one that comes off your rear pipe will go in the rear pipe of your new exhaust. The one that goes in the front will obviously be your front O2 sensor. You definitely want to make sure that you get those right, because you do have to run these wires and they have to be the correct length. Now that you have your O2 sensors firmly installed, you want to take your exhaust flanges, which are these, and they have these snap rings in them. First, I got to point out, it's really nice that they got nice chrome ones. Sometimes you'll get, you know, just a regular metal one, and it's just nice to have that little bit of chrome, because I do have chrome on my bike. But make sure when you install these that the side where the ring goes in, there's a little lip here. Make sure that that goes on the outside, because that's got to go towards the inside of your pipe. So put that on, or the inside of your head really. And here's how your ring goes on. Now I have a little trick that I like to use, which is called simply a screwdriver, but it's not always that easy. So you'll find your own method to getting it on. I have mine. It's sometimes it's easy, sometimes it is not. Like I said, it's not always easy to put them on, but sometimes they go on pretty easy. This one wasn't so horrible. And then that's how it will be there. That is what stops your exhaust flange from going way inside and on all that stuff. So now you want to replace your exhaust gaskets. After all, SHARKROAD does include 2 new exhaust gaskets. Anytime you change your exhaust, you always want to change these just to prevent any exhaust leaks or anything like that. So do not, and I repeat, do not use a screwdriver. Take yourself a hook tool. If you don't have one, go buy one. And just kind of work your way around a little bit and try to get it. And you are going to get some pieces off of it like that. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. Just work your way around. Usually these will pull right out, but this one's going to be a pain in the butt. But that's all right though. We will get it. Yeah, this one's really in there. Of course, for video, you're going to have some complications, you know. God forbid things go smooth like everything else you do, right? There we go. So now that you got your exhaust gasket out, you know, the good idea, don't blow or anything like that. Take yourself a rag, go up in the hole just to get the extra little pieces that came off of here. But there's your exhaust gasket fully taken out. So throw that away and put your new one in. But first, you want to take yourself, I like using microfiber towels just because they really get everything. But I want to get some of this stuff off here because I'm a clean freak. I try to make sure my bike is always nice and clean and looking good. But you want to take a little end of it here and just get some of that stuff that's in the inside of your exhaust manifold. Take that off, go around the hole, clean the edges up real nice. You know, don't try to go an extra mile and, like, you know, use some sandpaper or, you know, stuff like that. You know, you don't want to gouge any of this metal in here, okay? It's the last thing you want to do is gouge anything in here, like using a flathead screwdriver or something like that. You'll end up messing this up inside here. So take your new exhaust gasket. And I've seen a lot of different people give a lot of different ways of putting them in. I still prefer just taking my good old trusty hand and my fingers and just pushing it in there. That's pretty simple. I don't know why guys got to complicate everything. So there's your new exhaust gasket installed and ready to go. Let's go to the next step. Now that you have your exhaust semi-mounted, I don't want you to completely tighten your exhaust flanges down. You still want to have plenty of movement for this part right here. So you can take this mounting bracket, put it where your OEM one went. What I want you to do now is I want you to leave this bottom bracket bolt nice and loose so that this can be moved around if it needs to be. Reason being is when you tighten your flanges down, your pipes are going to come up a little bit. So you want to make sure that your mount is perfectly in line the way it needs to be, so that way there you don't have any stress on your exhaust flanges, on the bolts, or on anything. So now I want you to go ahead and tighten these down all the way. Now that you have your exhaust flanges all nice and snug and tight and everything sealed up there, now I want you to go ahead and tighten down this bracket bolt on your motor here. So go ahead and tighten that on down. So So now that you have this all tightened down, everything's nice and secure on the bike, very tight, everything's ready to go. Now it's time to run your O2 sensors through your frame, you know, alongside of the frame where it would have gone before, and plug them in. And then all you got to do is put your end cap on. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back.
Before you decide to put your heat shields on, make sure that you take a microfiber towel and clean off all fingerprints off of your pipe. Even though it's going to be underneath your chrome heat shields, you still want to get all your fingerprints off, wipe it down real nice, just to prevent anything from being burnt into your chrome. Yes, your fingerprints will eventually burn into the chrome and permanently be there if you don't wipe them off.
Now all you have to do is install the other part of your exhaust, the muffler, and then you're good to go. One thing I want to point out, and this is something that I found out the hard way just now, is if you are running air ride like I am, and you have your bike lifted all the way up, because I wanted to get the jack underneath, because I didn't feel like using my lift today, your pipe is not going to go on. See that? There's no room to put it on. Now this is not a manufacturing flaw. This is actually not a flaw at all, because you're never actually going to lift your bike all the way up in the air like this if you're running air ride. If you're running stock length shocks or even aftermarket shocks, you're not going to have it up this high in the air. For me with air ride, all I have to do is walk over here, hit the button, let the air out. And now notice I have all the clearance in the world to put my exhaust on. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Biker's Review. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed a sound clip that I gave you. I try my best to give you some really solid and good quality sound clips. SHARKROAD Exhaust, I love working with them simply because they're just way cheaper than everybody, man. And you're getting a quality product. The chrome is impeccable. I've had so many of you asking me, hey, give us a time lapse of like how the chrome lasted on the other 2-in-1 pipe that I did. This is actually a picture of the pipe today, just before I put the new exhaust on. And I can't be more happier with that pipe either. The sound quality was amazing. It actually got a little louder and a little deeper as I rode it. The chrome looks still brand new like it did the day that it showed up at my house, and I'm guessing the same thing for this pipe as well. The sound on this pipe is exactly what I was looking for from my personal preference. I like a 2-in-1. I like that raspier sound, that nice tone. This pipe definitely offers that. In the future, I will be doing a 4.5 2-in-1 exhaust review for SHARKROAD, so be on the lookout for that. If you would like to see it sooner, drop a comment. Let it be known that you want to see that 4.5, and maybe me and SHARKROAD can work something out for you guys to get something out here a little quicker for you, at least during the summer time. So to the next episode, keep it real, keep it 100, and make sure you order your SHARKROAD exhaust today, baby. Peace. 100.